famous, glamorous, guilty. Some of Hollywood's brightest stars hide the darkest pasts, and you won't believe which celebrities were involved in deadly incidents. In today's video, we're revealing the celebrities you never knew were tied to real-life fatalities and how they've dealt with the aftermath. But before we begin, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to watch new celebrity stories. Fame often seems like a dream, glamour, lights, and admiration. But behind the red carpets and flashing cameras, some celebrities carry heavy, dark secrets that involve life and death. Believe it or not, some of your favorite stars have killed someone, either by accident, neglect, or in more sinister ways. This isn't about gossip. It's about real lives lost and how people we idolize are still human. And sometimes, they make choices with deadly results. Ryan Grantham, from TV star to Matricide. Ryan Grantham, once known for shows like Riverdale and movies like Diary of a Wimpy Kid, became famous for something heartbreaking and dark, killing his own mother. On March 31, 2020 in British Columbia, 21-year-old Grantham did the unthinkable. While his mother Barbara was peacefully playing the piano, he shot her in the back of the head using a rifle. He later filmed her dead body using a GoPro and confessed to what he had done. He didn't stop there. Grantham packed his car with guns and homemade bombs, planning to kill the Prime Minister of Canada, Justin Trudeau, but lost the nerve. Instead, he drove around aimlessly, even considering a school mass shooting, before finally turning himself into police. In court, evidence showed he had been deeply depressed, writing about self-hate and violent thoughts in his diary. He was later sentenced to life in prison, with no chance of parole for 14 years. This story shows the terrible mix of mental illness, regret, and deadly decisions. Matthew Broderick, a trip that took 2 lives. Matthew Broderick, the star of Ferris Bueller's Day Off and voice of adult Simba in The Lion King, was part of a tragic car crash that took 2 innocent lives. In 1987, while vacationing in Northern Ireland with actress Jennifer Grey, Broderick accidentally drove on the wrong side of the road. He crashed head-on into another car, killing 63-year-old Margaret Doherty and 28-year-old Anna Gallagher. Despite being initially charged with causing death by dangerous driving, Broderick only received a fine of $175 for careless driving. 2 lives taken, and all he got was the equivalent of a traffic ticket. Many believe he got off easy because of his fame. The crash haunted both families forever, but Broderick continued acting as if nothing happened. It's a chilling reminder that even a moment's mistake can have permanent consequences. Sid Vicious, a punk legend and a bloody hotel room. Sid Vicious, bassist for the Sex Pistols, was more than just a rock star. He became a symbol of punk rebellion and tragic self-destruction. His relationship with girlfriend Nancy Spungen was toxic, full of love, drugs, and violence. In 1978, the two were living in the Chelsea Hotel in New York when Nancy was found dead from a stab wound in the bathroom. Sid was immediately arrested. He first confessed, then later said he was asleep when she died. Whether it was an accident, a fight gone too far, or something else, we'll never truly know. Just 4 months later, before his trial, Sid died of a heroin overdose, leaving Nancy's death forever unsolved. Their story is the very definition of a rock and roll tragedy: young love, fame, addiction, and a sad, bloody ending. Caitlyn Jenner, a deadly highway crash, once celebrated as a heroic Olympic athlete and later as a major figure in reality TV. Caitlyn Jenner became the center of controversy and heartbreak in 2015. While driving on Pacific Coast Highway in California, Jenner rear-ended another car, pushing it into oncoming traffic. The driver, Kim Howe, was killed instantly. Police found Jenner wasn't drunk or texting, but she was going too fast and didn't react in time. She faced no criminal charges, but several civil lawsuits followed. Some say it was an accident. Others argue she should have faced more punishment. In the end, Jenner settled all lawsuits out of court, and the story quietly faded away. It left behind a family who lost a mother, and a public once again questioning whether fame protects people from justice. Phil Lewis, Mr. Mosby's tragic past before he became the beloved hotel manager Mr. Mosby on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Phil Lewis was involved in a fatal drunk driving crash. In 1991, a 23-year-old Lewis was driving under the influence when he struck another car, killing 21-year-old Isabel Duart, a young woman working as a nanny. He was charged with vehicular manslaughter and sentenced to 5 years in prison, though he only served 1 year. He also performed community service in prison programs, helping educate others on the dangers of drunk driving. It was a dark chapter that could have ended his career forever. But instead of hiding, he took responsibility and slowly rebuilt his life. His journey from inmate to Disney Channel star is one of Hollywood's rare stories of redemption. Unlike others on this list, Phil Lewis made a comeback, rebuilding his career and becoming a Disney icon. But his past is still a reminder that even those who make us laugh have deep regrets and dark history. Ted Kennedy. A senator, a bridge, and a life lost. The Kennedy family has been surrounded by tragedy. But in 1969, it wasn't an assassination that shocked the public. It was a car crash caused by Senator Ted Kennedy. He left a party with Mary Jo Kopshin, a 28-year-old campaign worker. While driving on a dark road in Massachusetts, Ted drove off a bridge into a pond. He escaped, but she didn't. Instead of calling for help, he walked away and didn't report the crash for 9 hours. Mary Jo died, likely surviving long enough in an air pocket to be saved if someone had come. The public was outraged, not just at the accident, but at the silence that followed. His delay in reporting raised questions about power, privilege, and morality. Many saw this moment as the end of his presidential ambitions. He was given a 2-month suspended sentence and went on to serve for decades in the U.S. Senate. Some believe he used his power to avoid real consequences. Mary Jo's death became one of the most debated and controversial events in U.S. political history, and a stain that followed Ted Kennedy until his own death in 2009. Alec Baldwin, a film set, a gun, a life lost. Alec Baldwin, one of Hollywood's most recognizable faces, was involved in one of the most shocking on-set accidents in movie history. In October 2021, while filming the Western movie Rust, Baldwin was rehearsing a scene with a revolver. He pointed the gun at the camera, then it went off. The bullet hit cinematographer Halyna Hutchins, killing her. It also injured the director Joel Souza. It was a live round, something that should never be on a film set. Baldwin claimed he never pulled the trigger. Others said the gun was marked cold, meaning it was supposed to be safe. Still, a woman died and Baldwin became the center of public fury. Lawsuits followed. Charges were filed, then dropped, then filed again in 2024. He stood trial in July 2024 and was found not guilty, but many still believe he should have been held accountable. It was a tragic, preventable accident, and it cost a talented woman her life. And Baldwin, despite walking free, will forever carry that weight. Fame doesn't save you from consequences, or sometimes it does. What do these stories have in common? They remind us that celebrity doesn't make you immune to tragedy. It doesn't erase guilt. And sometimes, it even seems to protect people from justice. Some of these were pure accidents. Others were caused by carelessness, neglect, or even mental health issues. But each one ended in someone losing their life. And in many cases, families left without answers or peace. So next time you look up to a star on screen or stage, remember, behind the spotlight is a real person. And some of them carry secrets far darker than we could ever imagine. Stay aware, stay curious, and above all, stay human. Were you surprised by any of these names? Which story hit you the hardest? Let us know your thoughts below. And if we missed one, tell us in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more true stories, celebrity confessions, and shocking pasts hiding in plain sight. Thanks for watching. Stay aware, stay curious, and never judge by the spotlight alone.